everybody, welcome to Sutton Railway Group's monthly video. This is part 2 and we saw part 1 previously. If you haven't, it's on YouTube. And basically it's my model railway and I'm just going to show you snippets of little scenarios that I've got on it, and plus a few of the workings, how I've constructed this, that and the other. Let's get on with the video. This month I've continued my theme of my model railway. Thought I'd show you a few little bits and pieces on the layout. This is the level crossing out of town at this end. The market's operating today. The police is showing the man his directions. He must have got lost. And of course the bus has just arrived and people waiting to get on. These carriages here belong to the Heritage Railway Group. They're allowed to park them here, and we're allowed to use their station for the Naunton village. Naunton Junction is the main station, but over the other side of the level crossing is a village and they've got their own station. This is the shunter for the station with its barrier truck at the back, number 19. He moves the goods vehicles about when there's due to be a train of them. The goods vehicles are pulled by normal diesel engines. That's the only form of traction there is. The rest of the trains that come into this station are multiple units. There's no, well, there is one run round. There's no run round on the main platform. So if a train comes into there with an engine on the front, it has to be rescued. But the village station, let's have a look at that next, that has got a run round. Here's Naunton Halt station. And the booking office and everything is in there. There is access to the other station by an underground subway, but generally it's for public at this side. Here's the run around, so engines can pull off the front, go down to the level crossing and go up the other side. There's a train coming from the level crossing, goes down. Not today. The bus can go now. That is the underpass from platform 1 to platform 2 and 3. There's no access to platform 4, which is over here on the halt. Local fire station is down at this end, just next door to the goods depot. There's trains run from here, obviously, to anywhere, but also go down to pick parcels, etc. People's holiday luggage from Sandy Bay. The number 19 sorts these out when they're due to go. Just behind there's the local coal trader, and that's the office where he comes if anybody wants any coal. Bestwood trucks, and of course Heritage Railway use these when they need their steam engines refuelling. Most of the point work, well, all the point work is motorised, but some retrofitted ones, we couldn't put the motor underneath the track or hide it in a building, as some of them are. So I've used the surface mount point motors here and there, and I don't find them too intrusive. They don't look particularly on a railwayish, they sort of look a bit railwayish, and they work very well. So, and some of them are in tandem. So there's this one here, and that one goes over. The one in the station there goes over at the same time. This also goes for the lights. They're not exactly true to railway operations, but what they do is change colour depending which way the points are set. So it does tell me whether a train can go or not, or whether the points are against it. To make sure when trains do go, that all the points are set all the way down the track, and you can see them here from the control end. Little cafe in the street, and a local cinema. All the buses arrived here, some people obviously stopping at the Crown and Anchor, and all the buildings are lit up inside. All got interiors. If you need to look very closely, I don't know if I can do that with the camera, but Building Society, Bradford Building Society there. Try and zoom in on it, not sure if that will work, but we've all had the lights put inside. Trains leave this station, and over here you can see where I put micro switches. Micro switches are used on the points to operate the lights, the light system. The trains leaving the station then come over now Town River Viaduct. It's a bit of a country park, people go boating, etc. or just sit in the sun. The railway is not set in any particular part of UK or anywhere, but the next station down the line is a copy of Weyburn, Norfolk station. It's not exactly correct, but it's something like, you might recognise it, and I'll show you that. This is Weyburn station, and as in the real life one, it has got a footbridge. The only thing that's missing, well not missing, but it's in the wrong place, is the signal box. And of course it has real, not just heritage railways running through it, but proper railway engines, well multiple units mainly. The bridge at the far end is as it is in Weyburn. And this is the building that they have there, the car park outside, and the road at the end is the one that would normally go down to Weyburn town itself, but not here. And also as at Weyburn, the Heritage Railway exists, and this is where they keep all their stock, their rolling stock. This carriage here is for when they do meals. Now and again at Christmas and such like, they have meals. And then there's a bubble car that runs part of a schedule for, particularly in the summer, for going to between Weyburn and Nowtown, and just fills in for the normal trains, which only run every hour. Also in summer there's a steam or diesel train that goes down to Sandy Bay as well. So in the summer they do get extra trains at Sandy Bay. So the shed where all their locos are kept, they've got 4 in the shed, then they've got a steam engine shunter out here, and the bubble car you can water the engines here and coal them as well. Down in the goods yard area, the works crane is stored and it's not in use, and also it's where the dealers that pull the goods trains are kept overnight or when until they're needed. This one there's a 67018, and there's another one which is usually stabled down at Sandy Bay. I just thought I'd show you the control board. It's DCC, everything's DCC on here. It's an NCE power cab, which I find works pretty good. You can remember six engines at a time, and that's more than enough for one person to try and control. And all these buttons control the points, and you can see how many points there are from this. They're all labelled up so I know where they are, and as I say, when the points do change, the lights on the track tell me which trains can go or not. Is the other end of the controller for the NC power cab. Also, as you can see, a duo. I use that. I'll use a lot of power supplies, 5 volts, 12 volts, and I use this one for also powering lights, etc. So there's quite a few power units scattered here, there, and everywhere, providing lighting and power for the level crossing, etc. The other brewery is the stabling point for the Class 37 and any other trains that are goods. Also the refuelling diesel for the diesel engines. Class 37 takes any goods from the brewery to Nowtown and then out to wherever, and the brewery operates with its own shunters. It's got a steam one that you just saw earlier, and it's also got this diesel just by the shed. Here we have the Class 37. He takes the goods trains from here round to the loading bay in Nowtown. But the rest of the shunting for the goods vehicles is done by the shunter here. This fella here is the steam one. You can see there's also an oil facility for the diesel engines. Plus there's a diesel engine at the other end who helps with the shunting, etc. At the moment there's none in. Down into Sandy Bay. Big hotel here where the coach is unloading its cases from the guests. There's a little walkway that goes across the railway, if you're careful, out onto the sea front, which is rather handy, and then down onto the beach. So a lot of people like holiday making here. They're having trouble with one of the point motors coming into the station throat here, so they've got the guys out sorting it out, digging a hole, I think. And of course the village of Sandy Bay, with its usual shops, supermarket, and bakery, etc. Got lights in all of these, but the village is not exactly complete or finished as yet. There's still a few extras to put on it. It's 2 platforms with a goods bay at the end, and multiple units. You see the Class 105 is used to go between here and Nowtown. bit of an old relic, but that's the best one they can provide at the moment. And as I say, there is work to be done to finish the village off. The trees could do with sorting out. Here people get on the trains, and at this end there's the baggage for holidaymakers, etc., where the baggage trains come into. And we've got the waiting room here on platform 2. Far into the village is the church, which is just about complete. And there's a little fish fella here. He's got a yard where he sells fishing bait and tackle and that sort of thing, ropes, etc. for boats, for the fishing fraternity. Which takes us to the end of the track, really. Well folks, that's the end of another video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. Usual email, paulgreen@talktalk.net, and you can find us if you put in Sutton on YouTube. So till next time, bye for now.